Where am I? Oh, crap. I'm lost. Where am I? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? If you're out there and you're listening to my dying words, I'm lost and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have no idea where I am. Please help me. Please tell my children. Bedtime is at 8. And you can't play on the tablet till after you've done your chores. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just remembered. I took a safety bearing. I don't know where I am, but I know how to get back to safety. Hello, my name is Isaac Ashby, and the clip you just saw was fake. Fake, you ask? Goodness, no. That was so realistic. I bet you wet your pants. Now, every year, thousands of people become lost in the wilderness doing something just like what I did in the clip. They're not paying attention to where they are. They go off trail to find something. They look up, and all of a sudden, they have no idea how to get back. Now, if those thousands of people who get lost every year were to take a safety bearing, they would never have become lost in the first place. A safety bearing is a direction, that no matter where you are in the outdoors, that you know that you can dial that into your compass and you can head that direction and you can get back to safety. That's a safety bearing. They're really simple to do. They're easy to choose, to identify, and it's really easy to figure out. All right, there are 4 things or 4 steps to choosing a safety bearing. Step number 1, get a map. Now, maps can be had from all sorts of different places like convenience stores, but my 2 favorite locations are online. The USGS Map Store. Just go to Google and search for USGS Map Store, and caltopo.com. Both of those have free maps you can build and download, and then with those maps, you can print them out. In the case of caltopo.com, you can print them out on 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then stick them in a piece of paper, one of the 3-ring binder page protector, and you have a waterproof map. Or the USGS Map Store, you can download full topo maps, the full-size topo maps, and you can take them and print them out at Staples for like $5. It's really simple. So step number 1, always have a map. Step number 2, study your map. Now, when you study your map, you're going to want to make sure to look for the following things. Identify where you are starting on the map, and identify where you're ending. If you're doing a loop, then the start and the end are the same. But the point is that you need to know where you're starting, because that will be essential to figuring out where you are, understanding where you started. So look for and identify where you started, identify hazard areas such as cliffs, groups of clowns, rivers, deep gorges, things like that. And get a general layout of the land. Try to understand what's going on in the topography. Like, are you walking, is your trail going to be along a ridge? Are you walking side hill? Or are you walking in a big bowl? Try to understand what's going on the map. Just get a good understanding of everything on the map. Step number 3 is to choose a handrail. Now, a handrail in everyday life is something that you hold on to that gets you from one point to another safely. It guides you and it helps you to be steady. In a wilderness setting, a handrail is a feature that is long that you can follow to bring you to safety. It will lead you somewhere useful. So that's what I mean when I say handrail. And finally, you need to determine a bearing to that handrail. Now, a bearing can be any direction, but it must be, or it should be, a simple direction, such as north, south, east, or west. Or you can choose something such as northeast or southwest, but as long as it's some really simple thing to remember. If you chose 37 degrees and you're out there and you think, I can't remember, and you dial in 237 degrees, well, that's going to send you 200 degrees in the wrong direction. So use very easy, simple bearings. And it's important that this direction will lead you to the handrail no matter where you are, and only pick one, which is why your handrail needs to be long and not some rock or something. It needs to stretch the whole way. And I will show you this again in the examples. But your bearing needs to be one consistent bearing that no matter where you are, if you dialed it into your compass and you followed that direction, it would lead you to your handrail. So let's review the 4 steps. Number 1, find a map online, or you can get hard copies at a lot of BLM and U.S. Forest Service and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service offices. Okay, so find a map. Number 2, study the map. Number 3, choose a handrail. And number 4, determine a consistent direction to that handrail. And you'll do this all before you go out on your outing, so that when you go out, should anything happen, you will automatically say, oh, crumbs, I have no idea where I'm at. Get out your compass. Remember, my safety bearing is this. Dial it in and then head off to your handrail, which will lead you back to safety. This is Isaac Ashby from Kayak Outdoor Experience, signing off.